He's not here to be admired. He doesn't want your sympathy. In fact, he'd probably hate you for even trying to understand him. Notes from Underground, written by Fyodor Dostoyevsky in 1864, is not a novel in the traditional sense. It's a monologue, a rant, a confession. And it's one of the earliest and most haunting portraits of the modern anti-hero. Who is the underground man? I am a sick man. I am a spiteful man. These opening lines are more than just dramatic. They are a signal that what you're about to read will be raw, uncomfortable, and deeply personal. Unnamed, isolated, speaks from the metaphorical, underground. Not a literal place, but a mental one. A space where he hides from society, from others, and most painfully, from himself. He is intelligent, overly self-aware, but also bitter, resentful, and paralyzed by his own mind. His life is not marked by grand events, but by petty humiliations, inner spirals, and quiet, burning rage. The psychology of inertia. The underground man is obsessed with freedom. Not the kind you fight for, but the kind that traps you in your own indecision. In one of the book's most famous passages, he mocks the idea that humans act in their own self-interest. If given the chance to choose what's good for us, he argues, we often do the opposite, just to prove that we can. He hates predictability. Hates being reduced to a formula. This rebellion against logic, reason, and utilitarian thinking isn't just philosophical, it's deeply emotional. For him, being free means being chaotic. Even self-destructive. As he puts it, man likes to make roads, but he also likes to destroy them. Against society, he doesn't just distance himself from society, he actively resents it. He sees the polite rituals, the fake smiles, the shallow ambitions, and he despises them. But here's the twist. He also wants to be a part of it. He wants to be noticed. To be respected. Even loved. But his pride and shame won't let him ask for it. So instead, he lashes out. In one scene, he stalks an officer for weeks, just to bump into him in the street. A pathetic attempt to assert his existence. The underground man isn't just angry at the world. He's angry at himself for caring. The Liza episode, and then there's Liza. A young woman he meets in a brothel. She's kind and vulnerable, a reflection of everything he's tried to suppress in himself. When she shows him genuine compassion, he recoils. He mocks her. Breaks her down. Because if she sees something good in him, then he might be worth saving. And the underground man doesn't want to be saved. He wants to be right, about the ugliness of life, and the futility of hope. After hurting her, he collapses in shame. He tries to apologize, but it's too late. She leaves. And with her, goes the last chance he had to reconnect with humanity. Anti-hero legacy. The underground man is not a rebel in the traditional sense. He's not leading a revolution. He's not fighting the system. He is his own enemy. And that's what makes him so modern. He paved the way for a century of existential anti-heroes. Men torn apart not by war, or fate, but by thought. By the unbearable weight of being too aware. In many ways, he is more relevant today than ever. In an age of overstimulation and hyper-individualism, his emotional paralysis feels all too familiar. Notes from Underground is not a book you read for answers. It's a book that holds up a mirror, and dares you to look. It's for the misfits. The overthinkers. The ones who feel too much, but say too little. It's uncomfortable, unfiltered, and unforgettable. And sometimes, the truest thing a book can do is sit with your discomfort and whisper, I see you.